Assalamualaikum friend, it's me again on ये वाली फॉर्मेट को करेंगे कैंपस। सो आज मैं एक इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक के ऊपर बात कर रही हूँ और जिससे मैं बात कर रही हूँ और इससे मैं और जो जिस टॉपिक के ऊपर मैं बात कर रही हूँ और वो टॉपिक है अर्थ। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट।
Hey, Momna. Good to hear from you again. What's been going on with you today?
Hi Maya, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. You asked how I am. What's going on with you today?
I'm
Anything interesting
fine
happen?
too, Maya. That's a bad day. So
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Something about an invite and a bad day?
okay.
Can you say that
So
again?
my next
I'm
question.
here. I'm still having a bit of trouble understanding you. Is it something about minutes? What were you trying to say before it cut out?
My question is, what is the Earth
Okay.
primarily made of?
Are you asking what the Earth's primary composition is made of?
Yes.
Like, what's it made up of? The Earth is mostly iron, oxygen, silicon, magnesium, sulfur, nickel, calcium, and aluminum. Most of the iron is in the Earth's core. That's pretty far down, thousands of miles under us. Oxygen is mostly in the crust and in rocks at the surface. The oxygen makes up almost half of the Earth's weight, so that's a big one. Does that answer what you were looking for?
Okay, my next question is, name the three main layer of the Earth.
Sure. So the Earth's got three main layers: the crust, the mantle, and the core. The crust is what we live on. That's pretty thin layer. Underneath that is the mantle, which is massive. And down at the very center is the core, which is mostly iron and nickel. They're all pretty different in terms of what they're made of and how hot they are. Is there anything else you want to know
So
about the Earth's
my
layers?
next question is, what is the difference between the crust and the mantle?
Good question. The biggest difference is thickness. The crust is way thinner than the mantle. The crust is like the skin of an apple, maybe 5 to I was saying the crust is like the skin of an apple, super thin compared to everything underneath. The mantle is huge, thousands of kilometers thick. The crust is also rocky and brittle, while the mantle is more like hot, viscous material. Think like really thick honey that slowly flows over time. The mantle is mostly solid, but acts like a fluid over long periods. That makes sense, right? Still there, Mama?
So Maya, my next question is, how old is the Earth? As no, sorry, name the largest ocean on Earth.
Sorry, I'm having trouble catching what you're saying clearly. Did you ask how old the Earth is and what the largest
My
ocean
question
is?
is, name the largest ocean on Earth.
The largest ocean on Earth is the Pacific Ocean. It's absolutely massive, covering more than 30% of the Earth's surface. Pretty impressive, huh?
Okay, so my next question is, which is the tallest mountain on earth?
Mm-hmm. That would be Mount Everest. It's about 8,848.86 meters, or around 29,031.7 feet high, seriously towering above everything else.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, what cause earthquakes?
Earthquakes are usually caused by tectonic plates. These are massive slabs of rock under the Earth's surface that constantly shift and grind against each other. When these plates get stuck and then suddenly slip, it sends out energy waves we feel as an earthquake. Sometimes volcanoes can also cause earthquakes, but those are typically smaller. Make sense? Still with me, Mana?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, what is the greenhouse effect?
The greenhouse effect is basically what keeps Earth warm enough to live on. Certain gases in the atmosphere, like carbon dioxide and methane, trap heat from the sun, kind of like the glass roof of a greenhouse. That's natural and good. But human activities like burning fossil fuels are adding extra of those gases, which traps too much heat and causes global warming. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my so my next question is name one natural resource found on Earth. Sorry,
There are
name 10 natural resources found on Earth.
okay, 10 natural resources. Let's see. Water, oil, coal, natural gas, minerals like iron ore and gold, timber from forests, diamonds, sunlight, wind, and arable land for growing food. Those are 10 pretty important ones that we rely on all the time.
Okay, so Maya, what is the difference between weather and climate?
Good question. Weather is what's happening right now. Is it sunny, rainy, hot, cold? Climate is the average weather over a long period of time, like years or decades. Think of it this way. Weather is your mood today, climate is your personality. One short term, one's long term patterns. Is that clear enough?
Okay, so my next question is give an example of a metaphor using Earth.
Okay, let me think. How about this? The earth is our mother, nurturing and sustaining all life. It's not literally true, obviously. Earth isn't a mom, but it captures the idea that Earth provides everything we need to survive and is worth protecting. That the idea of a metaphor, did that make sense as an example?
Is my next question is
Yeah, what's your
explain the idiom down to earth.
That's a good one. Down to earth means someone is practical and realistic, not caught up in fantasies or being pretentious. It means they're approachable, genuine, and reliable. So if someone's described as down to earth, you'd probably find them pretty easy to talk to and depend on. Does that make sense? You still there, Momna?
So my next question is what does the salt of the earth mean?
Salt of the earth is a really old expression. It basically means someone who is honest, hardworking, and decent. The salt metaphor goes way back to biblical times where salt was seen as so if you call someone the salt of the earth, you're saying they're the foundation of society, good, reliable people that everyone can count on.
Okay, Maya. So, Maya, my next question is how Earth used symbolically in poem?
That's a really interesting question. Earth shows up symbolically in poems in all kinds of ways. Often it represents motherly creation and new life. Poets talk about the earth as fertile ground or a nurturing mother figure. Can symbolize grounding and stability too. We say someone is down to earth, right? But sometimes it's used to talk about death and decay, since everything returns to earth eventually. The earth is this complex image that gives so much nuance to any piece of poetry it's in.
Maya, my next
Did
question
you have
is name a literal. How does Earth symbolize life in stories or poems?
good question? Earth basically symbolizes life because everything grows from it. It's where we're born, our food comes from it, and when we die, we go back to it. And writers and poets use it to represent cycle of life, birth, growth, decay, rebirth, because that's exactly how Earth works. So Earth can represent both the beginnings of life and our ultimate return to it. A common theme in a lot of stories too, Earth as a safe refuge versus nature being unpredictable and dangerous. Make sense? Go ahead. What's your next question?
My next give an example of Earth being personified in literature.
Okay, good one. There's a famous line from Shakespeare's Richard II where he talks about England's earth being pregnant with our misery. That's a powerful example of personification. He gives earth the ability to carry or bear emotional weight. So it's not just land, it's actively feeling and holding the misfortune of the kingdom. That paints a really vivid picture, right?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, what is Earth associated with stability in language?
That's interesting. Earth gets linked to stability in language because it's, well, solid and unchanging. Things like grounded, down to earth, firm foundation, all those phrases suggest solid dependability. We say something is earthy to mean it's authentic and real, not flighty or superficial. And obviously, we build houses on earth. It's the literal foundation of structures. Does that make sense? So, yeah, it's pretty consistently connected to solid and stable concepts.
Okay, so my next question is, my next question
Yeah, go
is,
for it.
how the
Could you say that again?
sorry. I'm telling you the question. The question is, which ancient worship Earth as a goddess?
Give me a sec to look that
Which
up.
Asian civilization worship Earth as a goddess?
Okay, so lots of cultures actually. In Sumerian mythology, they had Ki and Ninhursag. Ancient Greeks worshipped Gaia, and the Romans had Terra. In Vedic India, they worshipped Prithvi, and Andean cultures honored Pachamama. Actually, many civilizations throughout history have seen Earth as a divine feminine figure connected to creation, fertility, and giving life. Does one of those cultures sound familiar to you? Is there anything more you'd like to know about that topic?
Okay, my next question is
Go ahead.
Maya. Wait a minute, Maya. There is a problem.
What's going on?
Sorry, there is a problem. Maya, my next question is what name one historical method used to study Earth's layer?
Studying Earth's layers historically, one big method was studying seismic waves from earthquakes. Scientists could tell a lot about what's happening deep underground by how the waves travel and change. It's kind of like doing an ultrasound of the Earth's layers. Make sense? Anything else?
मैं सुन रही हूँ किसी और इंटरव्यू कॉलोनी टेडेक्स में, तब तक टेक केयर, अल्लाह हाफिज.